Hello everyone and welcome back to Kinlaig. We are here in front of our RV in a snowy December. Now we moved back out here as the attic was not quite comfortable. In case you missed the last episode, go check that out. But we're not doing much this winter. We have our chaff ready to level and compact. And then we're going on a bit of a sightseeing tour. But Artemus is hopping in the Unimog. As you can see, our lake is completely covered by snow and ice. But our trout are just fine under here. The snow acts like a blanket, keeping them not too cold. But yes, we are gonna be doing the silage, and Artemus is hopping in the Unimog, and we are gonna be grabbing the smaller JCB and helping along doing some compacting. So let's see if we can make a bit of a trail here. Now we did switch our JCB to the narrow tires. It seems to be doing just fine. Artemus has grabbed himself a weight. I think we should do the same. Now we are all set to go help out with the compacting once Artemus has done the leveling. So I will see you once this is done. There we go. We have it at 100%, so we can get the JCB put away after dropping off the weights. Now it is very snowy in the yard, but the JCB managed just fine. And we'll be heading out in the Unimog. So 100%. So we'll go ahead and get that covered up. There we go. Now it is ready and fermenting. So we have quite a bit of silage ready for our cows. And then some more underway. But with the snowy weather and no jobs around the farm, we are gonna take our mog on a little joyride. We have made it to our destination. The old Kinlaig castle sits on top of this big hill overlooking the entire area. You can see our offshore fish platform out there in distance. Can't quite see the farm from here. Have some trees in the way. Rumor has it this might be an interesting opportunity as it needs reconstructing. We've been pondering the idea if our big onion business doesn't work out. And this is a project we might be able to take on to achieve the funds to get back to the frontier. It would be a long project, but it is guaranteed to get us back. So this is something we might attempt if our onions don't go as planned. So that is an idea that we might have to think closer about over the rest of the winter. But we are going to be heading back to the farm, cozy up in our caravan, and wait out this winter. We figure we might take a stroll into town, see what's happening. Looks like everyone has their holiday decorations already up. Here we are. Looks like a place we can go inside and have something to warm ourselves up. Looks to be some entertainment as well. There we go. A few refreshments taken in. And now it is time to head back to the farm. Time to wait out the winter and plan for the future. We have reached a rainy March, and it is time to harvest our onions. Now we've gone ahead and called up the dealership, and we have on standby everything we're gonna need for the harvest. So first things first, we're gonna head on down there and get everything picked up. Here we are down on the Kilted Pistons, picking up the tools. Now we are just bringing the tools back with Mog, and then we are swapping on over to the New Holland for the topping and lifting. And then we have the behemoth over there that is gonna lift the onions from the ground and deposit into our trailer, which our Mog will be pulling for some fast carting. But I think the Mog will do just fine bringing this back to the farm. So yes, we have the Grimme behemoth over here, the Veritron, set up for onions, which means there is nothing up at the frontier. Normally when doing potatoes you would have the topper up here, but it is empty for the onions. And we have the belt underneath here to pick them up and deposit into the hopper. So Artemus is storing in the big machine. So we will bring back this stuff with Mog and get it swapped over to the trailer. Then we're going to be attaching our New Holland to this and do the first stint. We have the equipment dropped off, so we can attach the trailer to the Mog, get it parked up by the field, ready to receive onions. There we go. Let's go ahead and get everything fired up. And we have onions. Very nice. And then Artemus can follow along and get them picked up and dumped into a trailer. So we're gonna do this field half and half, swapping around halfway through. That should be our leasing cost for the equipment all paid off. So it's all profit from here. Now we have finished digging up half the field and doing the windrowing. And Artemus has been doing that collecting and depositing into the trailer. And now it's time to swap around. So we'll be doing the picking up and carting. And I'm sure Artemus will be taking over the carting once he has finished with the lifting and topping. So we're gonna go ahead here with the collecting into the trailer and carting while he's still busy. So I will see you when that's all done. we go. That's our onion field all cleared. Some scraggly bits here and there that we may have missed, but the vast majority has been sold already. And we just have the final almost full trailer going to the sell point, and then we're all done with the onions. Now, safe to say we have made a bit of profit. But if it's enough for onions to be a lucrative business, will have to be decided. But the fact remains, it has been done. And even with the equipment lease, we are still in the green. There we go. I think we started around 60,000 before rentals. So that would leave us at 58,000 in total profit. So not too bad. And it didn't take as long as we were expecting to do the harvesting. So that is a plus as well. So without having gone through everything, onions are looking quite good. That is all we had planned for today. Next time we are going to be taking a look at our maize. See if we can get that harvested. We are going to have to clear a bunk for that. So I might be doing some silage sales. But if you enjoyed today's episode, drop a like down below. Leave a comment if you have any tips, tricks, or suggestions. Make sure you check out Artemus' channel down in the description, as well as a link to the Highland fishing expansion using my partner code. And make sure you are subscribed so I don't miss the next episode.